Welcome back to Cord Cutting Today, where we break down some of the biggest stories happening in the world of cord cutting, including today, final call to rent movies from Redbox. It's about to become a thing of the past. We'll tell you what's happening and how much time you may have to run out there and rent from Redbox one last time. Roku's removed a bunch of free streaming services from Redbox's parent company. We'll break down which ones and what's happening. And Samsung TVs are getting an updated user interface. I got the full breakdown here in a minute. These stories and a lot more coming up in a quick second. First though, if you're new here, you can find a link to each story in the show notes and in the first pinned comment so you can read them for yourself and come up with your own opinions. I'd love to hear from you. If you like what we do here, every Monday through Friday we post videos like this, just hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up. We'll love to hear from you. And it lets YouTube know you enjoy what we do here, so they recommend our videos to more people. We would appreciate your help. With that said, let's dive into it. So Redbox is in bankruptcy. Its parent company, Chicken Soup for the Soul Entertainment, is liquidating, shutting down Chapter 7. Now, Redbox Kiosks have continued to work as the company still goes through bankruptcy. They're trying to get all the money they possibly can. And because of that, they've continued to operate. Well, the stores are finally getting permission to remove them because Redbox is not paying Walgreens and Walmart and all these companies rent anymore. And they're kind of expensive and difficult to remove. In some cases, they're actually completely bolted to the ground into the concrete. They're also hardwired into the buildings for electricity. And in a case of Walgreens, it's costing over $100,000 a month to power these kiosks. And they say it's also preventing remodel plans at some stores because they can't remodel with those there. So they're getting permission now to go take these and remove them. They're kind of expensive to do. They're very, very heavy. But stores are actually taking fans out there who are coming and trying to buy from them and selling them these kiosks basically to just haul them away. So courts have approved this. They're starting to get permission to make this happen, which means if you have been thinking about trying a Redbox and you still see one active, you may want to go quickly try to rent before it's removed. They're going to start vanishing. They already have started vanishing from different stores and will soon become a complete thing of the past as Redbox shuts down. The exact date for when your local one will go away and when the last store will shut down their kiosk is unknown. There's over 20,000 of them still out there across the United States. But as quickly as stores can seemingly get rid of them, they're looking to, because I think if I did the math right, according to the Walgreens numbers, it costs over $30 a month to run these machines. It may not sound like much, but when you're Walgreens and you have thousands of them, they're paying over $100,000 a month to power all of these machines out there. So let me know, does your local Walgreens still have a Redbox? Mine does. I've seen them in other places still working. Of course, Redbox would love your money. I did kind of notice mine has not been getting updated movies recently, but it's still there, still giving you discs. It's kind of a question though. What happens if you rent a disc and then they come back and that Redbox is gone? Do you still get billed? I don't know. Leave me a comment. Let me know if you're still renting them, but final call out there. All right. Speaking of Chicken Soup for the Soul, Redbox has finally removed Crackle, Popcorn Flicks, and Chicken Soup for the Soul streaming services from Roku TVs or Roku streaming players. These services stopped working recently and have now been removed from the Roku App Store. Kind of a nice thing. I don't think Chicken Soup for the Soul has actually done this. Roku seems to be doing it on their own. I've also heard it's been removed from the iOS store. This was sent to me after this post went live, where if you have it installed, you can continue to use it, though from my understanding, even on iOS, it's also no longer working. But if you remove it, you'll be unable to re-add it on your iOS and Apple TV devices. Just a sad story. Crackle was one of the early, and so was Popcorn Flicks, free ad-supported streaming services. They were kind of groundbreaking. Crackle was well known for some of the early original content to a free ad-supported streaming service. Probably best known for comedians in cars getting coffee. A very popular show that later went to Netflix. But very sad to see it gone. And one more sign that the end for that whole company is very near, though we don't know an exact date as it works its way through bankruptcy court. All right, if you own a Samsung TV, you may notice a new user interface is rolling out called OneUI. This new user interface includes upgraded changes to the user interface pretty much across the board. We have a full list over on corecarsnews.com with a link. I'm going to cover a few highlights real quick. It's upgrading from 10s 7 with this. You'll be noticing some stuff. New home screen update with a tab for personalized recommendations. Improved watch later. Samsung Daily Plus getting a full redo. Search becoming improved and expanded to get content from more sources with that. Multi-controller, so you can sign in with Samsung devices in the same Samsung account to use the keyboard and mouse and stuff on your phone for your TV to type in passwords and more. And a whole lot of things, including the ability to operate your Samsung SmartThings cameras through your TV and monitor what's happening around your home or business. These are just a few of the improvements coming to Samsung TVs. You can find a link to it in the show notes down below if you want to see the full list of them. Any Samsung TV owners, do you like it? Let me know what you think. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. All right. Amazon's new home internet service is delayed. Amazon has announced that originally planned to launch its first satellites this year in the fourth quarter. Has now been pushed to next year because its contract launcher is actually bumping them to launch some satellites for the United States Air Force. Now, Amazon still feels very confident they're going to get their network online in time for the deadlines that they have imposed for the FCC. But now we're looking at quote, early 2025 for the first Amazon internet satellites to go into space as part of its actual production. They did launch 2 test satellites that were also destroyed as part of the test to ensure they could safely bring them back into the atmosphere and burn them up. But now the actual production ones are meant to start building the network to offer the service, delayed until early 2025. With this, we'll see what happens, but one more example of Amazon facing yet another delay in getting its home internet service launched. All right, ABC is going to get more NFL content. Now, I kind of missed this story, but the ABC and ESPN, I think in 2027, will air not only college football championship, but also the Super Bowl. It's a 2026, 2027. Somebody leave me a comment. The Super Bowl is coming back to ABC. But this year, so is more ABC Monday Night Football. Now, with this starting on October 15th with Buffalo's Jets, which I actually think that's a typo. I apologize. I think it's the 14th yesterday. October 21st, November 4th, November 18th, November 25th, and December 23rd, you will see NFL Monday Night games broadcast nationally on ABC. Now, ABC has always offered in-market games, so if the Detroit Lions were playing, I would see that here on my local ABC. But now these will be nationally aired games, even if the teams aren't local to you, which is a pretty nice little touch there. It's part of ABC and many others getting into sports because sports drive up very high ad revenue because people really like watching them live, which means people will watch the ads live rather than DVR and fast forward. So interesting to see that. I've often speculated that someday ESPN will simulcast all their Monday night games on ABC. We'll see if that becomes a reality. All right, Apple is making a big play into home markets, including new smart glasses, a tabletop display, kind of an update to the HomePod, which has not done as well as they probably wanted, according to what we've heard, and new discounted smart goggles. You got the Apple Vision Pros, cheaper versions, and camera-equipped AirPods. Yes, little AirPods with cameras in them, kind of like maybe similar to the Snapchat glasses you've seen become very popular out there. But Apple is going to be doing a huge push to expand its market by offering new home products there. Be interesting to see how that comes. This comes as reports that iPhone sales have slowed as people are keeping their iPhones for longer. All right, last note, Internet Archive is starting to come back online, bringing the Wayback Machine online. The Internet Archive has always been a great resource for corecards, having public domain content available free online. Well, a massive cyber attack knocked it off and exposed 31 million users' information. Well, now the Wayback Machine, which allows you to look at older versions of website, is starting to come back online, but no word on when the Internet Archive will. Just a quick update there. Well, that's it for today. Welcome to everybody. Thank you so much for your support. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.